We have learned which one? Accounts of trading organization. Let us go for accounts for non-trading organization. Simple. We prepare which account? Trading profit and loss account and a balance sheet for a trading organization, for a profitable organization. Okay. We call this as income statement, and we call it as which one? Of course, position statement. This is for profitable organization. What about non-profit organizations? Instead of preparing a trading P&L account, you prepare which account? Income and expenditure. Of course, balance sheet will be called as which one? Balance sheet. Okay. What is the difference between a P&L account and income and expenditure account? Technically, there is no difference. Expenses you are going to debit, incomes you are going to credit. On what basis? Accrual basis, and find out. Okay. The financial results are called as which one? Profit or loss. In case of a non-profit organization, it is called as surplus or which one? Deficit. Okay. Since the organizations are not for profit, you have to carefully analyze what are the general incomes, that is nothing but revenue receipts, and what are the expenses, that is revenue expenditure. The organization also will have which one? Capital receipts. Capital receipt will be taken in which one? Balance sheet. We'll add it to capital fund. And capital expenditure, we'll take it as which one? Asset in balance sheet. We'll take it as which one? Asset in balance sheet. Understanding this matters for preparing which one? Income and expenditure account and the receipts and payments account. Okay. Before that, what is a revenue receipt? Anything that is recurring. Anything that is recurring for a short-term benefit that we earned, that is called as which one? Revenue receipts. The best and first revenue receipt is donation. Donations here, general donations. General donations are taken as which one? Income. What about specific donations? Like donation for building fund. It will be taken as which one? Capital item. If donations are given, for example, let us assume you are running a trust, or you are running a, for example, orphanage, you are running a old age home. You get general donations. General donation may be in cash or in kind. You contribute money, people contribute rice, and people contribute foodstuffs and other things. They are called as which one? General donations. Why they are taken as income? With that only they run the organization. With that only they run which one? Organization. Otherwise, the money that is received will be spent for the food and other things, maintenance, etc. If there is a specific donation made, for example, a person contributed money to construct building, can you use it for day-to-day expenses? No. That's why specific donations are taken to which one? Capital fund. What do you mean by endowment funds? Maybe you could have seen in schools, calendars print panirupanga. Endowment fund prices. What do you mean by endowment fund prices? Let's assume he is creating an endowment fund in his name. The money will be paid by him to the trust, and the trust will not use that money for giving price. The fund will be invested. Fund will be like a fixed deposit. They will invest. They will earn interest. Only that interest will be used for giving prices. Let's assume you are creating an endowment fund for 1 lakh. The school will create what? A fixed deposit for 1 lakh. On that they will earn interest, 7,000, 8,000 like that. That interest will be taken as which one? Income. That will be taken as income for giving prices, etc. and all. But endowment fund, can it be used? The fund 1 lakh collected, can it be used for paying rent, salary, prices and all? No. That is why they are called as which one? Capital receipt. Then sometimes legacies. Legacies are nothing but properties transferred through will. What do you mean by properties transferred through will? For example, you are a member of a club. You are writing a will. After my death, these 5 properties will belong to this particular trust. After my death, this property will belong to the trust. After your death, the property will pass on to the trust. The trust will get the properties, What about those properties? Are they income or capital receipts? They are capital receipts. So that will be taken to balance sheet. That will be taken to balance sheet. Only general donation should be taken as income. All specific donation will be taken as which one? Balance sheet item, capital fund. Otherwise, these are all non-recurring items. These are all which one? Recurring items. These are all contributed for creating an asset. Creating an asset. For example, specific donation, you have to construct building. Endowment funds, using that you have to fix a deposit. You have to make that fixed deposit is an asset for you. Legacies, properties come through will. That is also which one? An asset created. So otherwise, capital receipts are there for long-term benefits. Okay, revenue receipts are given for maintenance of the trust or whatever. Then subscription. We call it as membership fees. Only annual subscription will be taken as income. Only annual subscription will be taken as income. What about life membership? It's a one-time non-recurring receipt. What about entry fee? Entry fee. For example, let us assume golf club is there, in Chennai, golf club is there. Okay, golf club, can non-members go and play there? Only members can go and play there. So what members do? Every year they pay subscription or membership fees. That is the income that will be applied for maintenance of that particular golf club. Life membership fees, you pay one-time fees, you become a life member. That's received one time for various years benefits. So that will be taken as which one? Capital receipt. That will be taken as which one? Capital receipt. Capital receipt, now it will be taken to balance sheet, that's all. Then what about entry fee? What do you mean by entry fee? Maybe you can call it as joining fees. For example, to join the golf club, what is the entry fee? One time non-refundable fee you have to pay. One time non-refundable fee you have to pay to join the club. Apart from that, every year membership you have to pay. The one-time non-membership fees, today I hope it is 8 crores. To join as a member of a golf club, how much you have to pay? 8 crore. And every year membership fees is around 20 lakhs. Every year membership fees is around 20 lakhs. The 20 lakhs collected is which one? Revenue receipt. And joining fee, entry fee, etc. and all, it is called as which one? Capital receipt. That will be taken to capital fund. Simple. TNCA, Tamil Nadu Cricket Association. You can become a member. You can become a member. Joining fees will be around 15 lakhs. Joining fees will be around 15 lakhs. Annual fees will be around 30-40,000. So the joining fees will be taken as which one? Capital receipt. Every year receipt will be taken as which one? Income, revenue receipt. What about entry fee? Entry fee for sports, events, concerts, games, etc. Seminars, etc. These are the things which are short-term benefit. You pay the fees, attend the concert. You pay the fees, attend the seminar. You pay the fees, attend the workshop. Okay, they are all called as which receipts? Revenue receipts. What are the other types of revenue receipts will be there for a non-profit organization? Income from investments. Income from investments. Example of income from investment? Interest, dividend, it can be rent received. They are called as which one? Revenue receipts. They are called as which one? Revenue receipts. Sale of scrap. Sale of scrap. Okay. Or old newspapers. All these things are which one? Revenue receipts. Every year they'll find used periodicals, notebooks, or papers, unusable materials. They will sell it. That's called as which one? Revenue receipt. Simple. If it is a revenue receipt, take it to income and expenditure account. If it is a capital receipt, take it to which one? Balance sheet. Then, any doubt in it? Any doubt in it? You come across some questions where I had this issue on the Madri. Clear? So if they give you specific donation, endowment funds, legacies, life membership fees, etc., and all, it will be taken as which one? Capital receipt, added to capital fund. Can you give me some examples of revenue expenditures? All your operating expenses. Example of operating expenses that we had seen already for a trading organization also. Salary, wages, rent, interest, depreciation on assets. All those things will be taken as which one? Revenue receipts, revenue expenditures. Can you give me some example of capital expenditure? Purchase of assets. Example, it can be sports equipment, or it can be van or ambulance. It can be purchase of beds for the old age home, purchase of beds, or it can be even making an investment or making a fixed deposit. Okay, purchase of utensils like vessels. Okay, purchase of glasses, crockery, etc. and all. Those things are called as which one? Capital expenditure. What about purchase of sports goods? What is the difference between sports equipment and sports goods? Simple, if you purchase a table tennis table, that is called as which one? Sports equipment, that will be a fixed asset. If you purchase maybe the net or the bat or the ball or whatever, it is sports goods. Sports goods, purchase of sports goods will be taken as which one? Revenue expenditure. Revenue expenditure, where we'll take opening stock plus purchases minus closing stock as expense. Clear? Sports goods for a sports club, for example, let us assume for a hospital, non-profit or hospital. Okay, it will be medicines. Medicines, what will you do? Opening stock plus purchases what? Minus closing stock, like that you may take it. So wherever there is a consumable involved, you will work out which one? Opening stock plus purchases minus which one? Closing stock. That is the expense. That is the expense. Apart from that, you will have depreciations, loss on sale of assets. That is like as usual. Simple. Anything that gives us long-term benefit, we'll take it as which one? Capital expenditure. Anything that gives us short-term benefit, we'll take it as which one? Revenue expenditure. Simple. You will be given a receipts and payments account, nothing but a cash book. Receipts and payments account is nothing but a cash book. Opening balance, all receipts will be given, all payments will be given. You have to bifurcate. How to bifurcate? Income side you analyze. You find revenue receipts, take it to income and expenditure account. You find the capital receipts, that will be taken to which one? Balance sheet. Same way, you find expenses, charge it in income and expenditure account. You find the capital expenditures, that will be taken to which one? Asset side of the balance sheet. I request you to note these key points, then we will proceed. All the incomes and expenses are recognized on what basis? Accrual basis. Accrual basis. They ask a question in short answer, they can give this. The question is calculate which one? Subscription income. What do you mean by due? Outstanding, receivable. So due sometimes I may give it as which one? Receivable or outstanding. Okay, advance or received in advance. Which one is an asset, which one is a liability? Receivable, outstanding no liability in போட்டுறதுங்க. Receivable, anything receivable is an asset. Anything that is received in advance is a liability. Anything that is received in advance is a liability. Better to do subscription account, because sometimes they will ask reverse. They will give you income and ask you to find out what is received. So it's better to go by account method. We can do reverse working, but it's better to go by account method. To balance brought down is nothing but due at the beginning of the year. Assets will have debit balance. Assets will have debit balance. By balance carried down. Due at the end of the year. What is due at the end of the year? 15,000. Then of course liabilities will have a credit balance. Advance at the beginning of the year. By balance brought down. Advance at the beginning of the year, how much? 5,000. To balance carried down. Advance at the end of the year. To advance at the end of the year, 7,000. Simple. It is same like debtors account. To balance brought down. By balance carried down. By balance brought down for liability. To balance carried down for the asset. Received as per receipts and payments account. By cash or bank. How much is received? 3,42,000. If you tally this, you will get income. Income and expenditure account. What is the balance? 3,40,000. Sometimes the reverse working problem may be given. You will be given the income and asked you to find out which one. What is received? In this question, they have given received. They ask you to find out which one. The income. Otherwise, while solving the examination question, this may be your first working note. Finding out which one. Either income or subscription received. Sometimes in the question they may give you, or the opening balance or the closing balance may be missing. That you have to work out. I suggest to go by ledger method. That is better. It's a uniform thing for all problems. sometimes the question can be like this. They will ask you to find out the medicine expenses to be charged in which account? P&L account. Simple, prepare which account? Creditors account to find out the purchases. By balance brought down, what is the opening balance? Creditors 35,000. To cash paid to them, to bank, what is the amount paid to them? 7,23,400. To balance carried down, what is the closing balance of creditors? 42,000. As a balancing for, you will get which one? Purchase of medicines. So how much of expense that will be recognized in P&L account or income and expenditure account? For income and expenditure account, we will take what? Opening stock plus purchases minus what? Closing stock. What is the opening stock of medicine? 23,200 plus purchases 7,30,400 minus closing stock 12,500. Opening stock plus purchases minus closing stock. This is the amount of expense that will be recognized. So why are we doing this? Simple. Purchase is not the expense. Only when you consume it is an expense. Only when you consume it is an expense. So in the main problem also sometimes I can give you the workings. Clear? You prepare which account first? Creditors account to find out purchases, then work out the consumption and charge it in income and expenditure account. This concept is applicable for medicines, sports goods, okay, any consumables, because purchase is not the expense, consumption is the expense. Sometimes non-profit organizations do trading activity, profit-oriented activity. They take the profit for charitable purpose. They do charitable activity, that is profit-oriented activity. They take the profit and the profit is applied for which one? Charitable purpose. Have you seen such organizations? I run a business. I am a trust. Who am I? I am a trust. I run a business. From the business I earn profit. That business's profit is applied for charitable purposes. Do you find such organizations? Yes. Schools, of course, they collect fees, they render the services. That is the direct income. That is the direct income. Fees from the students is a direct income for the trust, and that they apply for direct expenses. Maybe you would have seen some hotel like Annalakshmi restaurant. Egmore it is there. Annalakshmi restaurant. It's a pure vegetarian restaurant. One of the class restaurant. Maybe a buffet will cost around 1,000, 1,500 on the Madri. But they earn huge profit from that. And the profit is applied for promotion of art and culture. And they also constructed a lot of houses, huts, etc. and all for the war affected people in Sri Lanka. Okay. So Tamil Eelam war happened, So for the people who are affected by war, they spent a lot of money in constructing the houses and giving medicals, rehabilitation and giving education, etc. and all. They spent a lot. They spend only for that. They don't take to the pocket. Whatever is earned from the running the restaurant, they don't take it to their pocket. They make crores of money every year, both in Chennai as well as in Coimbatore. That dine-in restaurant is there. Okay, and that is there for the past 20-25 years. Okay, of course, they use it for charitable purpose. They use it for which one? Charitable purpose. Maybe you would have seen this brand of light. Maybe you could not have come across. Anson brand in so long. ANSON. This Anson brand of LED lights are manufactured in Jammu and Kashmir. Okay, that is run by a trust. That is run by a trust. They sell the lights, LED lights or electronic items all over the country. Northly it is little famous. Okay, then of course Southly we are not aware. They sell, make money. The money is applied for the people who are affected by terror. Okay, they build houses and give. Okay, if the family members lose life, they give education to the poor or the money. Simple. You run a profit oriented activity. The profit is applied for charitable purpose. Okay, in Coimbatore, there is an industry called as Santi Gears. Okay, where they manufacture gears. Okay, which means you can find any vehicle, let it be Skoda or whatever. The gearboxes are manufactured by Santi Gears. Okay, they supply all over the country, all over the world. They supply. They make crores of profit, not 1 or 2 crores, 500, 600 crores of profit. Out of the profit, it is fully applied for medical care. It is fully applied for which one? Medical care. They give free medical care and they give free food, subsidized food, etc. and they provide. Okay, so simple. For them, what you have to do? Now coming to accounting. What we have to do? Simple. Prepare a trading account. Okay, if there is a profit-oriented activity, prepare which account? If there is a profit-oriented activity, prepare which account? Trading account. Which account? It may be bar trading account or funnika kuduthirupanga. Bar trading account. Example is bar trading account for the examination point of view. For example, you've got Tamil Mandalam club, Andhra club, various clubs are there. Even TNCA, every club has a bar. Every club has a bar. People spend money over there. There is an income from the bar. They use it for what? Welfare. They use it for welfare. TNCA la pathina. Every year, how many cricket matches are happening? நம்ம செபாக் ஸ்டேடியம்ல எவ்வளவு கிரிக்கெட் மேட்ச் இருக்கு? இயர்லி 2 மேட்ச். அந்த 2 மேட்ச் இன்கம் வச்சு எப்படி மெயின்டைன் பண்ண முடியும்? கூட்டி பெருக்க கூட முடியாது. Okay, in the pavilion, maybe 6th floor, there is a fantastic bar, there is a fantastic dine-in restaurant. Okay, they make huge profits. They make per day about 1 lakh profits. Okay, so that profit is used for what? அது கம்மி தான். 1 lakh வச்சு ஒண்ணுமே பண்ண முடியாது. அவ்வளவு பெரிய கிரவுண்ட் மெயின்டைன் பண்றது per day. Okay, so around 30-40 lakhs they make per month. With that, they are able to pay salary and maintain the ground in some condition, condition kind of a thing. So prepare a trading account separately. Prepare a trading account separately. How to prepare trading account? I need to tell you. Opening stock, purchases, expenses relating to that activity, sales and closing stock podunga. You will get the profit activity. The profit will be transferred to which account? In the exam question, if they tell you, so regarding some bar sales, restaurant sales, now prepare a separate trading account. Opening stock, purchases, expenses, incomes, closing stock record பண்ணுங்க. Profit will come. That profit will be transferred to which account? Income and expenditure account. Profit will be transferred to income and expenditure account. Come to the handout. This is the last exam question, June 2023 question. Go through that. After this question, we'll go for a break. It's a small question only, so we'll go for a break after this. Look at this, Pune Medical Aid Society. The name of the trust matters because based on that only we can decide the activity. Now tell me, what and all will come in income and expenditure account? Subscriptions, general donations, interest on investments, charity show collection. All are revenue receipts. There is no capital receipt here. Medicine supply, we have to see opening stock, closing stock and all. We have to see if there is any opening stock, closing stock, we have to adjust it and take it. Honorarium to doctors, salary, sundry expenses. Purchase of medical equipment is an asset. Charity show expenses, income and expenditure account. Closing cash in hand, cash at bank will come in what? Asset side. Then they have given subscription due and subscription receipt in advance. So let us prepare which account? First subscription account, but before that, wait. Subscription account we need to prepare. Then stock of medicine they have given. Amount due for medicine supply they have given. So we have to prepare which account? Creditors account and which account? That opening stock, purchases, closing stock and all. They have given the value of equipment and value of building. They are asking you to prepare income and expenditure account and which one? Balance sheet. For preparing balance sheet, we need a complete information, but here complete information is not available. So, simple. Prepare balance sheet at the beginning of the year to find out opening capital fund. Then let us do some workings. Go for income and expenditure account and what? Closing balance sheet. Start. Let us do it together. Balance sheet as on, what is the beginning of the year? 1/1/2022. Why this is prepared? To find the capital fund. To find capital fund. Tell me the liabilities and assets on this date. Advance subscription 1800 அப்புறம் என்ன இருக்கு? Creditors for medicines 12,000. Then what else is the liability? That's it.
Asset subscription due 2,500.
2,500 அப்புறம் opening balance of cash 12,000. Medicine stock opening balance 12,500 அப்புறம் opening balance இருக்கா? Equipment எவ்வளவு இருக்குங்க? 21,500. Then building, please take it along with me, no need to wait, 65,000. Investment, we have to work out based on the income. Simple. What is the interest given?
10,000.
At the rate of 10% is 10,000. Now, how much we would have invested? 10,000 at 10% means we have invested a month. 1 lakh. We've invested 1 lakh. Investment 1 lakh. Then any other asset? Yes, opening cash balance 12,000 we have taken. Subscription account. Due at the beginning of the year. By advance at the beginning of the year. Due at the end of the year, how much is given? Advance at the end of the year. Receipts and payments account la parunga by cash. That is there in receipts and payments account. What is the amount received? 65,000. If you tally this, you will get the income for income and expenditure account. 6,000. Then prepare the creditors account for medicine. What is the opening balance?
12,000.
12,000 creditors. To balance carried down. Closing balance of creditors for medicine, due for medicines, 16,500. To cash or bank, what is paid?
35,000.
Paid for medicines,
5,000.
35,000. The balancing for will be purchases. Then consumption of medicine for income and expenditure account, we'll take opening stock plus purchases minus closing stock. What is the opening stock of medicine? 12,500 plus purchases 39,500 minus closing stock of medicines
17,000.
17,000. This will be taken as expense in the income and expenditure. Not over. We have to see whether there is any depreciation on assets. How many assets are given to us? Building, equipment. What is the opening balance given? 21,500 and building 65,000. Equipment.
21,800.
Did we purchase anything during the year?
Purchase of medical.
How much? 20?
5,000.
25,000. Is it matching with the closing balance? Opening balance plus purchases. Is it matching with the closing balance? No. Okay. Less, what is the closing balance given? Building எவ்வளவு கொடுத்திருக்காங்க closing balance? 61,750. And this is how much is given? 37,000. So difference is which one? Depreciation. Building 65,000. We did not purchase or sell anything or sold anything during the year. Difference is how much? 3,250 depreciation. The other one, opening balance plus purchased minus closing balance will give us depreciation on the asset. Here rate of depreciation is not available, so the balancing for we take it as which one? Depreciation. Now you can start with income and expenditure account. Credit side, what and all will come? Subscription, donation, interest. Start with income and expenditure. Any doubt so far? So subscription, we learnt it separately, how to calculate income, creditors, and of course consumption, how to work out also we learned. In this question, we are not given rate of depreciation. Based on the opening balance purchased minus closing balance, we work out which one? Depreciation. Try to prepare income and expenditure account. In the income and expenditure account, what will come? Subscription receipt or subscription income? Income. Same way, medicine purchased expense or medicine consumed expense? Consumed only, it becomes expense. So whatever is consumed will become which one? Expense. Subscription, of course, 66,000. Parent income irukku, donations irukku. General donations are taken as income. Interest on investment also will be taken as what? Income. Interest on investments will be taken as income. Charity show collections 16,500 minus expenses. Like this you can take, or listen, collections you can show it in the credit side, expense you can charge it in which side? That way also you can do. Okay, collections credit side layo, expense debit side lavana podlama? Yes, podlam. Your net answer will be the same. This way also you can work. Then medicine consumed we worked out. How much? 34,750. Then what else? Honorarium to doctors, salaries, then sundry expenses, aprom. Depreciation on equipment and building. Any other income or expense? Only consumption will be an expense. Then other things as usual. Depreciation on equipment and building we worked out. Tally pannunga, you will get surplus. Try to prepare the balance sheet next. Any doubt in this? Any doubt in this? Try to work out the balance sheet next. Shall we check the answer? See, capital fund opening balance plus surplus, you get 2,15,200. Any specific receipts, donation for building fund, endowment fund, entrance fees, anything of that sort? No. Then subscription receipt and advance will come in the liability side. Amount due for medicine supply, nothing but the creditors will come. Then building minus depreciation, அதான் கொடுத்துருக்கான் 61,750. Building was 65,000 minus depreciation we worked out as a balance. So 61,750 is the closing balance given to us. Equipment is not a new one. Opening balance plus purchased minus depreciation, that closing balance given to us. This 37,200 is opening balance plus purchased minus depreciation. Closing stock of medicine, investment, then subscription receivable, closing balance of cash also. Tally this, you will get how much? 2,33,100.
So question already closing balance கொடுத்திருக்கனால equipment
The workings they will, you can directly put this. The workings are not required, you can directly take this. The workings they will direct away closing balance put. And the 61,750 you can take it directly. This 37,200 also you can take it what? Directly. The May 2022 சொல்லி இருக்கும் ரெண்டு questions இருக்கும். They have given income and expenditure account, they ask you to prepare. இந்த question அப்புறமா வரலாம். Come to this question, come to page number 2, middle of the page. Mumbai club na ஆரம்பிக்கும், go through that. Actually, May 2022, they have asked this question for 20 marks. 10 marks, receipts and payments, income and expenditure account, balance sheet question. Another 10 marks, they have given receipts and payments account, asked you to prepare which account? Income and expenditure account. So 10 marks each, 20 marks. Go through that. They asked you to prepare which account? Income and expenditure account and what? Balance sheet. So first, I request you to prepare the opening balance sheet. Then come to which one? Then come to the workings. Then we'll do income and expenditure. ஆமா ஆமா
opening balance sheet போட்டுட்டு subscription account workings போட்டு நடுவுல working போட்டு திருப்பி income and expenditure
அது பிரச்சனை இல்லை, not an issue. Try பண்ணுங்க பார்க்கலாம். First prepare the opening balance sheet, then we'll continue. Opening balance, cash in hand, savings bank account, current account will come. All the opening balance of assets will come. What are the opening balance of assets? Subscription due, equipment. Okay. So cash in hand will come, then cash in savings account and current account will come, then subscription receivable at the beginning of the year, machinery and equipment, outstanding expenses for printing, honorarium for secretary, all the opening expenses, opening outstanding amounts will come. Look at this. Honorarium to secretary, இங்க எவ்வளவு கொடுத்திருக்காங்க payment sideல. This is paid for current year or last year? What is current year? What is current year? 2021. So last year ஓடது இப்ப pay பண்ணிருக்கானா, that would have been outstanding at the beginning of the year. This is paid now. This 40,000 when it is paid? 2021. But this is paid for which year? 1920 now, which means outstanding for the last year has been paid for the current year. Tally this, you will get capital fund at the beginning of. You understand this honorarium to secretary? That is for 1920, paid in the current year, means it would have been outstanding at the beginning of the year, maybe end of the last year.
Sir, current account balance 60.
Current account balance எவ்வளவு இருக்குங்க? 60,000, but என்ன கொடுத்திருக்காங்க? Checks unpresented being payment for which one? Repairs னு கொடுத்திருக்காங்க. So amended cash book மாதிரி. ரொம்ப சிம்பிள். 60,000 நம்ம வந்து நம்மளோட book balance. Okay. அதுல checks unpresented for being payment for repairs னு அர்த்தம். We have given the check but not presented for payment. அப்போ real balance would have been how much? 30,000. இல்லைன்னா நீங்க liability sideல checks not paid நீங்க காட்டணும். If you show cash in current account 60,000 னு போட்டா checks unpresented you have to show it in liability side. How much? 30,000. So net 30,000 எடுத்துங்க instead. நம்ம issue பண்ணிருக்கோம். The person who got the check did not get the money from bank. So bank balance is 60,000. Okay. We have issued the check. Okay, that is not presented for payment. Outflow check. Then donations as per receipts and payments account, add outstanding at the end of the year minus outstanding at the beginning of the year will give us donations received. The ledger account vana, just there is no advance amount, only outstanding amount is given. So donations and subscriptions, add outstanding at the end of the year minus at the beginning of the year will give us what? What is the income for the current year? If you want, you can do it as a working note, or you can show directly in the income and expenditure account. Printing and office expenses, add outstanding at the end of the year minus outstanding at the beginning of the year. This adjustment can be done in income and expenditure account itself. Same way, repairs to equipment also. Repairs, add outstanding at the end minus outstanding at the beginning will give us the balance expense for income and expenditure account. Look at the equipment at the beginning of the year. What is the value of equipment at the beginning of the year? 80,000. What is the equipment purchased during the year? 1,55,000. Anything sold during the year? Book value. What is the book value of the equipment sold? Book value? 8,000. We sold the book value of the equipment 8,000. Closing balance, I hope, given in the question. The difference will give us depreciation. Shall we? What are the incomes? By subscriptions and donations, 2,45,000. 2,45,000. Then where an income irukkinga? Receipts from bar room kuduthirukanga. Then receipts from club night kuduthirukanga. Evlo irukku? 78,000. Interest plus accrued interest. Interest plus accrued interest. Interest evlo irukku parunga?
5,000.
Interest evlo irukkunga? Passbook, but it's an income illa. Not entered in the passbook, but it is an income. Already recorded income is how much? Already recorded income is how much? 5,000 plus 2,000. So what is accrued interest? 7,000. Accrued interest totally it is 7,000. 5,000 received, 2,000 yet to be entered, so total is 7,000. Groundman fees will come, listen to it. Rent of the ground varum, then club night expenses minus contribution for the same. எவ்வளோ கான்ட்ரிபியூஷன் கொடுத்துருக்காங்க பாருங்க. கிளப் நைட் எக்ஸ்பென்சஸ் எவ்வளோ இருக்குங்க? 38,000 இருக்கு. ஓகே, வாட் இஸ் த கான்ட்ரிபியூஷன் ஃபார் த கிளப் நைட் எக்ஸ்பென்சஸ்? 10,000. தென் printing and office expenses, we did a working note, 28,000. Repairs to equipment, we have done the working note. And the outstanding will adjust panni photo only adha. Then what else? Depreciation on machinery also we have done the working note. Then most important, secretary oda salary in the evlo irukum? Last year oda 40,000 we paid now. It is given an adjustment that it is increased by how much? 20,000 extra. 20,000 extra. So how much you have to pay? 60,000. This is accrued, payable. No pay பண்ணல. Last year ஓடது அப்ப pay பண்ணிருக்கோம். இந்த 60,000 இன்னும் pay பண்ணல. It will be paid in the future. Bonus to grow, yes, அதுவும் pay பண்ணணும். 20,000. Groundman fees வந்து 75,000. Bonus we are yet to pay. Tally this, you will get the surplus. Do you understand secretary salary how 60,000? Entrance fees என்ன சொல்லிருக்கேன்? Capital receipt இல்லையா? Live membership fees, joining fees, entrance fees, என்னது? One time receipt that should be taken as which one? Capital receipt. This 60,000 and 20,000, is it paid or payable? Payable. That will come in balance sheet also. And the 40,000 pay பண்ணது வந்து last year ஓட fees இப்பதான் pay பண்ணிருக்கும். This 40,000 is not current year salary. Last year's salary paid now. This 2,000 is not entered in the passbook, which means interest earned but not received. All these things after adjusting outstanding amounts. புரியல. Do you understand this bank coding? We have issued a check but not presented for payment, but current account only 20,000, we have got a balance. Entrance fees is a capital receipt, we added here. Ground bonus, printing and stationery, honorarium to the secretary is payable. Try to work out November 2022 question. அதே question repeat print பண்ணிருக்கேன்னு நினைக்கிறேன். Just I hope it got printed repeated. வேணாம், அதே question நான் இதுக்கு ட்ரை பண்ணும். Shall we? இது காப்பி பண்ணிட்டீங்களா ஓவரா? ஓகே. Take. Or okay, listen, if we are given income and expenditure account, if we are given income and which one? Expenditure account, how to prepare receipts and payments account? Simple, income and expenditure account, what will be given? Accrual will be given. You have to work out which one? Cash. That is received or which one? Paid you have to work out. Income and expenditure account, only revenue items are included. Here you include which one? Revenue and which one? Capital items also, both receipts and payments. Non-cash items and as well as what? Cash items will be there. In receipts and payments account, what will be there? Only cash items will be there. Otherwise, whatever we were doing so far, just do the reverse. For example, look at the last question. We were given expenses paid. Normally, what will you do? Add outstanding at the end of the year, less outstanding at the beginning of the year, then add prepaid at the beginning of the year, less prepaid at the end of the year. Like that, we'll do it, and we'll get expense for which account? Income and expenditure account. Normally, this will be given and this we used to work out. Now what is going to be done? Expenses will be given. We have to find out how much has been paid. So just do the reverse working and find out which one. What is paid for the year? Let it be subscription, expenses, incomes, anything. What you have to work out? Reverse. Expenses and incomes will be given. You have to find out what is paid and what collected to prepare which account? Receipts and payments account. No need of any notes. We can directly go to the question. Come to the page number 1 of the handout. Second question. We are given income and expenditure account. Subscription we have to work out and show it in receipt side. Entrance fees also will come in receipt side. Contribution for annual dinner receipt side. Annual sports meet expenses receipts will be on which side? Of course, receipt side. All salary, general expenses, audit fee, secretary salary, stationery, annual dinner expenses, interest and bank charges will come in which side? You have to work out the payment and show it. Then what about depreciation and surplus? Are they cash items or non-cash items? Non-cash items that will not come in receipts and payments account. That will not come in receipts and payments account. We are given subscription, outstanding, advance, everything at the beginning and end of the year. We have to prepare the subscription account to find out what is received. Then we are given salary outstanding at the beginning, end of the year. Salary is general expense include insurance prepaid. Audit fees is still unpaid is given. Current year audit fees for the last year is paid is given. The club owned a freehold lease ground valued at how much? 20,000. Sports equipment at the beginning of the year is given. At the end of the year, after the depreciation, the balance of equipment is 3,600 is given. The club raised a bank loan of 5,000, which is still outstanding in the current year. At the end of the year, cash in hand is given to us. Year-end cash in hand is given to us. So we have to prepare receipts and payments account and find out the opening balance of cash. What is missing in this question? Opening balance of cash is missing in the question. So listen, when you prepare receipts and which account? Payments account, the opening balance will be missing. It's like two balance brought down. We have to find out which may be a normal balance or it may be an OD balance also. But what is given to us? By balance carried down is given in the question. Record all the receipts. What are the receipts? Subscription, entrance fees, contribution for annual dinner, annual sports expenses like that. All the receipts side, receipts you have to work out. All the payments you have to work out. And find out opening balance as a balancing figure. Find out which one? Opening balance as a balancing figure. But listen, before even starting this, we have to do some workings. What is the working we have to do? Subscription received, how much? You have to work out. Salary paid, general expenses paid, audit fees paid, you have to work out. Everything you have to work out. Start. Working notes first, then let us start with receipts and payments account. Prepare the subscription account first. Any answer for subscription receipt? To balance brought down 700. By balance carried down 750. Then advance at the beginning of the year, advance at the end of the year. Then income is given to us. What is the income given to us? 8,500. If you tally this, you will get as a balancing for what is collected. This will come in receipts and payments. Try to do the other things like paid and collected. Done? Or a subscription. What are the other things we need to work out? Salary paranga. Outstanding at the beginning of the year, outstanding at the end of the year. What is there in income and expenditure account? 3,750. Income and expenditure account. To salary, it will come as what? By income and expenditure. Tally panna amount paid, you will get as a balancing. Outstanding at the beginning of the year, outstanding at the end of the year is known. Income and expenditure account two salary in a podrom by income and expenditure. Tally panna balancing for how much? 3,900. Sports equipment at the beginning of the year 2,600, end of the year 3,600. Depreciation போட்டிருக்கோம் பாருங்க. Actually 450 typing mistake. 450 down. Question 450 there. Typing error. So depreciation 400 the tally pannina you will get purchase of asset. Shall we do receipts and payments upon? Opening balance is not given to us in the question. What is given to us in the question? We are given only the closing balance. Opening balance is missing. That we will find out a balancing figure. Closing balance kuduthirukanga. Closing balance ellavu kuduthirukanga? 1,600 is given to us. What are the receipts? And the receipts irukku. Subscription we have done the working. Ello irukkinga 8,270. Entrance fees received. Entrance fees received will come as receipt. How much? 250, no adjustment. Then contribution for the annual dinner, 1,000. Annual sports meet receipts, 750. Any other receipt? Do the payment side part. Payments என்னென்ன வரும்? Salaries we have done the working note 3900 வேற என்ன இருக்குங்க? 3900 change பண்ணு. Then question mark son. General expenses paid for the next year, paid for the last year எவ்வளவு பே பண்ணிருக்கோம்? 150 பே பண்ணிருக்கோம். கரண்ட் இயரோட 1500ங்க, 150 எக்ஸ்ட்ரா பே பண்ணிருக்கோம். ஸோ டோட்டல் எவ்வளோ வரும்? 1650. ஆக்சுவல் பேமெண்ட் வில் கம். தென் ஆடிட் ஃபீஸ் எவ்வளோ வரும் சொல்லுங்க பார்க்கலாம். ஆடிட் ஃபீஸ் கரண்ட் இயர்னு பே பண்ணல, லாஸ்ட் இயர் தான் பே பண்ணிருக்கோம். ஸோ வாட் எவர் இஸ் பெய்ட் ஒன்லி வில் கம். ஆடிட் ஃபீஸ் பெய்ட் ஃபார் த லாஸ்ட் இயர் வில் கம். கரண்ட் இயர் வில் கம் இன் இன்கம் அண்ட் எக்ஸ்பெண்டிச்சர் அக்கௌண்ட் அண்ட் இட் வில் கண்டினியூ இன் பேலன்ஸ் ஷீட். போன வருஷம் தான் இப்போ பே பண்ணிருக்கோம், கரண்ட் இயர் ஒன்றும் பே பண்ணவே இல்லை. Then secretary salary, stationery and printing, annual dinner expenses, interest and bank charges, அப்புறம் என்ன இருக்கு? Sports equipment purchased, the work பண்ணமே 1400. The tally பண்ணுங்க, opening balance you will get it as a balancing. How much you get? 1580.
Sir, one small doubt, sir. Sir, 2022 the loan amount is outstanding throughout 2022 கொடுத்திருக்காங்க. So அப்படினா
இப்போ நம்ம கரண்ட் இயர்ல வாங்கல அந்த லோன். லோன் would have been taken in the past. அப்போ ஓப்பனிங் பேலன்ஸ் ஷீட்ல அந்த லோன் வரும்.
interest and bank charges நம்ம பே பண்றோம்.
அது பே பண்ணிருக்கோம். அது கரண்ட் இயரோட எக்ஸ்பென்ஸ் தானே.
So
ம் புரியல 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 கேளுங்க. என்ன வரதா பண்ணுவானே why should I look at you?
அதுக்கு ஏன் நாம 5 வருஷம் கஷ்டப்படணும் இவதான் போய் கேட்டா
அப்படி என்ன பெரிய டவுட்? Shall we? அதாவது அடிக்கடி சொல்றதுதான், 100-200 பேர் வச்சு கிளாஸ் எடுக்கிறவங்களா நிம்மதி எடுக்கிறேன், இருக்கிற 5-10 பேர் வச்சு. சரிங்க. Shall we? Prepare the 2 balance sheets கேட்டிருக்காங்க. We have to prepare balance sheet at the end of the year. Without preparing opening balance sheet, we cannot do what? Closing balance sheet. And we cannot prepare opening balance sheet without preparing the cash book. Why? We want opening cash balance. Without this opening balance of cash, we cannot prepare which one? Balance sheet. So opening balance is required for preparing the balance sheet. So next, prepare balance sheet at the beginning of the year. Then let us do balance sheet at the end of the year. என்ன பண்றது முருகேசா? So opening balance of freehold ground and sports equipment, all opening balances you record. Then subscription receipt in advance and salary outstanding are the liabilities. Audit fees last year ஓடது பே பண்ணாம இருந்திருக்கும். Bank loan outstanding is 5,000. Then subscription outstanding, cash in hand இப்போதான் ஒர்க் அவுட் பண்ண அந்த 1,580. Tally this, you will get capital fund as a balancing. Bank loan is outstanding. It's not borrowed in the current year. Some previous year la borrow பண்ணிருப்பாங்க. Audit fees remained unpaid. It is paid only in the current year, only in 22. Paid only in 22. So this is worked out through receipts and payments account. All opening balances. Then prepare the balance sheet at the end of the year. check the balance sheet. Subscription advance, audit fees for the current year it is outstanding. This is current year amount outstanding. Salary for the outstanding, that is current year outstanding. Bank loan yet to be paid. Surplus irukanga kuduthirukanga already kuduthirukanga. What is the surplus given? This 1500 will be added with capital fund in the balance sheet. Surplus 1500 we have added. Ground 20,000. Okay, sports equipment plus purchase minus depreciation will give us what? Closing balance. Instead, direct account in the 3,600 எடுத்துக்கலாம் இங்க. Then subscription outstanding and current year insurance prepaid and closing cash in hand. You will get 26,100.
For the entrance fee, capital fund add பண்ணலாம்.
Already entrance fees என்ன பண்ணிட்டோம் நம்ம? Entrance fees has been already charged, taken to which account? Income and expenditure account. They have taken as a receipt. So no need to add it with capital fund again. Entrance fees already நம்ம என்ன பண்ணிட்டோம்? We have taken to income and expenditure account. So no need to add it in capital. Come to third page, second half. Come to third page, second half. Actually, if you look at the same question got repeated with extra zero. Correct? Or is it different? Oh, something different. Different other, but content is the same. Content or the structure of the question is same. This question. By subscription 75,000, entrance fees 25,000, contribution for annual dinner, annual sports meets receipts. All these things will come in the receipt side. Salary, general expenses, audit fees, secretary salary, except this one. Which one? Depreciation and surplus will come. If you look at subscription account is also given. Subscription details are given to us. Salary outstanding at the beginning and last year is given to us. General expenses prepaid to the extent of what? 600. Only amounts are different, but the concept or the method of solving is same. Audit fees for the last year is 8 unpaid கொடுத்திருக்கோம். During the 2021, audit fees for 2021 was paid how much? 2000. Same like last one. The club owned a freehold lease ground valued at 1 lakh. Sports equipment at the beginning கொடுத்திருக்காங்க, at the end கொடுத்திருக்காங்க. Then they've given this. Okay, they raised a bank loan of 20,000. This is outstanding. Closing cash in hand is given to us. So similar steps in working. What are the similar steps in working you have to do? Subscription account, then salary and the outstanding prepaid items, equipment you have to prepare the receipts and payments account. All the other steps are usual. This you can try it at home today. I'll share the answer in PDF format. I'll share the answer in PDF format in the group. Done. So from this you can identify or you can see with respect to non-profit organization, what type of questions are asked. One is which one? Preparing an income and expenditure account and a balance sheet, that model. Or what do they tell you? What do they give you? They give you which one? For last examination la pathina enna model la ketirukam paarunga. The June 2023 la which model question was tested? They have given receipts and payments account. They ask you to prepare which one? Income and expenditure account. So this December, you will get the reverse one. What is the reverse one? The model that we have done now. Which model? Preparing receipts and payments account, balance sheet at the end, at the beginning. And the mari questions are kept. Now June la ketana adhe model December la repeat panna maata. And so you can expect this kind of a question this time. So we'll have about 10-15 minutes of break. Then we'll move on to which one? Consignment chapter.